Hello, and welcome to Ryan Lambert Volume 2. I'm having a barbecue today, and all my friends are coming. I don't know who's going to show up. It could be a surprise anytime. But first, I think I should answer some mail. Because, and you're invited. Thick letter here, a couple pages long. To whom it may concern. May concern me. Hi, my name is Nicole. And I belong to the Video Fan Club, and I love it. It's really great. And I love Ryan Lambert, and I think he's the greatest. I was wondering if you can give me a membership card. Of course, we'll send you a membership card. Here, oh, she has a whole questionnaire filled out. All right. My full name, Ryan Mark Lambert. Do you get recognized a lot? I used to when I used to have my spiky hair, because that's how people would know me from Kids Inc. But it's kind of dying down because I don't really look like I do in the show when I go out. But it's kind of nice when I do get recognized. What makes you laugh? Well, I have a friend, and his name is Adam Carl, and I'd say he's like the funniest man alive. And we write a lot of scripts together, so and they're mostly comedies, and we just have a great time together.
Why do we have to go to this stupid party anyway? I mean, Ryan can't cook.
I know, he always drops the burgers on the ground.
Dirt in your teeth? I hate that.
The last people I want to see right now is Ryan and Stacy. Ryan!
Stacy!
Ryan's burgers.
Scott, you can't go into the party with snoo on your shoulder.
What's new?
I don't know. What's new with you?
She says, if you could have superpowers for a day, what would I do? Well, I've always wanted to be invisible, and I know a lot of people like to be invisible, but you know, just do crazy stuff like, you know, tapping people on the shoulder and like they can't see you, and I'd also like to fly. Everybody wants to fly, and it'd be really cool to fly. What's your favorite junk food? Well, my friend and I, Scott Grimes, we go on like McDonald's binges sometimes. 10:30 at night, we'll like all of a sudden just have like a Mac attack. So we'll like just jam out to McDonald's to get something to eat. What kind of sports do you like? Well, I don't really play sports. I don't play them myself, but I like watching basketball on TV. This year the Lakers won back-to-back championships, so that was really exciting for everybody that lives in LA. Whose telephone number would you want? Well, I can't really answer that. I'll come back to you on that one. What's the biggest lie you ever told? Well, if I told it, then they'd know that I was lying, so I don't think I don't think I should say that one. How old were you when you found out there's no Santa Claus? There's no Santa Claus? What do you mean there's no Santa Claus? How could you say there's no Santa Claus? Of course there's a Santa Claus. Do you like liver? No. Can you blow a bubble? Yes, I could blow a very big bubble. In fact, I was in a contest when I was a kid, and I blew like this bubble, like this big, and I couldn't even believe it. It wasn't even like I've been practicing. It was just like I was in a contest. It's like this big, and I won. First prize, blue ribbon. Do you have any pets? You have a bird. His name is Mo, and he's my brother's, and I don't take care of him, so I don't really call him my bird.
Hey, that one looks good right there.
No, no, no. Can't have that one.
Why not?
Because it's for Jason Hervey. I dropped it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Hey, I can't wait to see Ryan. I hope you like cooking, though.
Last time I could have sworn I tasted a pebble.
Oh, Tate. Hi, guys.
He's here.
Wait till we taste that dirt burger. Hi.
She says, what are your favorite movies? Well, I have a lot of favorite movies, but my two favorite movies are Rebel Without a Cause, starring James Dean, and my other hero, Chevy Chase, Fletch. It's like my two favorite movies, and Fletch 2 is coming out, and me and my friend Adam just can't wait for it. What are your favorite TV shows? I haven't watched a lot of TV lately, but just because I'm so busy and everything, but I do try to watch Night Court as much as I can, and of course Kids Incorporated. Do you like to go swimming? That's basically what we did the whole summer. Went swimming and went to the beach and boogie boarded at the beach after work at Kids Inc. and stuff. Well, she says, thank you so much for your time. You're the best. Keep up the great work. And thanks for filling this out. Love you. Well, I did better than filling it out. I said, I love you till Niagara Falls. Oh, well, thank you, Nicole.
Me and Ryan have been friends for, let's say, 2 years now. The past month, we've been, really good friends, and I got a story for you. We were at Universal Cineplex Odeon. It's a movie theater here. And we were walking back. We just went to see, I forget the movie. And I was tossing my keys in the air to my car. We were just tossing it back and forth. I tossed it up, landed on the ground, and I watched it slide into a manhole. One of those little grates. Ryan stayed there with me for an hour, 2 hours, until somebody came and got the keys out of there. That's R-Y-A-N, Ryan. He sticks with you through anything. I gotta go.
Hi, my name is Jay Lambert, Ryan's brother. I just finished an MTV video for Randy Newman, and I've done a couple of 30-somethings, so maybe you'll see me in that. Well, see you around.
That one looks pretty good, right?
No, you can't have that one. See, I dropped that one, and I'm giving it to Jason Hervey. It's kind of like a joke. It's gonna be funny.
Well, I just have a little story to tell you. It's called The Dead Story. Actually, it's really not a story, it's the truth, but it's besides the point. You shouldn't believe me. One night, all right, Ryan and I were driving in Arcadia, okay? She doesn't believe me. And we were driving in Arcadia, right? And we're going down this street, right? And all of a sudden, we see this car pull down the street. And I said, Ryan, I don't think that man had a head. And he just, laughed. And he said, oh, you're lying. So anyway, the car pulled in reverse, and Ryan's all, the guy has no head, right? So anyway, so we get to the point that the guy has no head. So we're driving along, and we stop, and it stops, right? We put it in reverse, it puts it in reverse. We go forward, it goes forward, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So anyway, we're driving around, and all of a sudden we dart down this one street, and we're going 90 miles an hour or so. And we keep going, right? And we bang this right-hand turn, all right? And the Cadillac follows it, all right? And all of a sudden, it made a right-hand turn, all right? And we make a U, and look back, and where it made a right, there was a house, all right? And no garage. So where'd the car go? So that's why we think,
Biggest crock I've ever heard.
and there's more though, there's more. We were driving home, okay? Arcadia's about 45 minutes away. We were driving home, and on Beverly Glen in Wilshire, we saw the Cadillac with no head, okay?
Oh, I wish I was there.
And Ryan and I, we kept saying, we're dead, I know we're dead. And Ryan says, Belinda Carlisle says heaven is a place on earth. I bet we are dead. And so anyway, that's a story about the dead night. And after that, Ryan's never been the same.
He even cut his hair.
Come on.
Ryan, you busy? Look, we had a question. Quick question. Why are you always wearing that hat? Why are you always wearing that hat all the time? I mean, you never take it off. You just won't do it. I mean, is it attached to your head or something? Okay. I've never told anybody. Okay, you guys promise not to say anything? No. Promise, swear. Okay. I can't believe I'm doing. It's a cue ball! Kelly Simone! It's your brother!
A lot of people have been asking me about this hat. I'd walk down the street and they say, people go, where'd you get that hat? And then there's some people who would say, I look weird in the hat, and because it's not like a baseball cap like everybody wears one. Well, so I have to go through the whole story of telling them this hat, but I want to tell you, that's why I'm bringing it up. I was at, my friend Scott Grimes records at A&M Records here in Los Angeles, and when we were there, when I went with him one time, U2 was recording there, and I was watching them, and everybody knows the lead singer, Bono, and he wears a hat just like this. And in fact, this is his hat. Yep, you guessed it. He gave it to me. I was watching him record, and they're my favorite group ever. So I was entranced. I was sitting there just amazed by them. And he comes out and he starts talking to me, and he gave me this hat. And I've never taken it off my head. I think it's the best thing that anybody's ever given me. There's the hat story.
This is the serious part of the show, where we talk a little bit about Ryan the person.
That reminds me of a joke.
What joke?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Scott's uvula.
Scott's uvula who?
I don't know, Scott. But I do know this. When I first met Ryan, it was at the Monster Squad audition. I was auditioning for the part of Rudy, the part that Ryan so brilliantly played in the film and came this close to be nominated for an Oscar for. And when I was at the audition, I was all ready. I said, I got this part. I'm perfect for it. You know, I'd been rehearsing, and then Ryan rocked in the door. I turned to my mom and said, Mom, let's just go. It's all over. That is the part. And he got it. And he gave me a small part in the film. Told the producers, you know, this is it. He's doing it. And I walked in, and I was in the movie, and he was so giving as an actor. And the crew, the directors, they all loved him. They fell at his feet. It was, you know, he complained about the food, said he wanted real food. You know, they flew all over the country to get him, you know, gourmet meals. It was just.
Ryan, you know, sometimes I look up in the sky and I see his stars, and you know, he even has his own constellation.
Orion.
Orion. And his aura just picked me up, placed me on that star. It's hot, but I take it, because I look down on him and I say, thank you, Ryan.
I've had that same sensation.
But hey, he's not the best guy. I mean, he has problems.
Yeah.
He's a little obnoxious.
Power trip sometimes.
But we have a way to
Deal with it.
deal with it. Come here. After me. This is what we do to get out our hostility against Ryan.
Aggression.
This is for the time you set me up with that blind date and all she talked about was you.
I had the same date. And this is for the time that your car broke down and we pushed it home. You took a cab.
I paid for the cab. This is for the time you took me to my audition and you got the part.
You did that? You never offered to drive me. This is for your hamburgers!
The new season of Kids Inc. is coming on this year on the Disney Channel, and this year I do have a favorite episode, and I think it already came on, but it's a good episode. It's about a kid comes in a wheelchair that wants to be in the band, and we give him an audition and we really like him, but he doesn't think he can move around on stage with us and be like the act will fall. But there was a good scene in it where me and him are talking, and it's not something that you've seen on Kids Inc. before. It's something a little more dramatic than you know, sort of like the fantasy world that we've lived in. And then I go off and I sing a solo, With or Without You, which is like one of my favorite songs. And it's my favorite show because there's the shot on the show is one continuous shot, the solo With or Without You. It's I'm sitting down here and it just like comes, the camera comes over here, goes tight in, comes out all the way out, and it's just one continuous shot. And I think it's one of the most beautiful shots that we've ever done on Kids Incorporated. And something happened the week that the kid was in the wheelchair, because the kid who played it was actually in a wheelchair. His name is Jade Calgary, and he was in a wheelchair, and we had to do a whole thing with a bike. I was riding a bike, showing him that, you know, here I am on wheels too, and I was riding around, and he had run over my foot with his wheelchair because, you know, the whole show was about clumsiness and everything, and he like really was kind of clumsy. But we kind of made it through, and we kind of like laughed about it. But he kept running over everybody's feet because it was hard. He had like kind of dance around in his wheelchair. But we got through, and it became one of the best shows I've ever seen on Kids Incorporated. Well, here you go, Mr. Jason Hervey. The last burger of the day. You mean you like put this side on the grill and just like saved it for me? Yes, I did. All right.
Hey, am I late?
No.
Oh, Jason, I'm so hungry. Can I have that?
No!
Oh.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, boy. This is what is my biggest lie. Well, remember that hat story? Well, I kind of lied. I kind of stretched the truth a little bit, huh? It was more like he didn't give me the hat, okay? But since he's my idol, I had to say something about, you know, he gave it to me, something that he gave me. But what happened was, I really went down to A&M to watch my friend Scott record his new album. And U2 really was recording there for their next album. And Bono was behind his glass, you know, the glass recording. And what happened was, he was wearing this hat, but so was I. So we looked kind of like twins, and I was kind of like dressed just like he was. So I kind of looked stupid, because I didn't know he was going to be there. So I kind of was surprised, and I was amazed that he was like, you know, standing right there. And I was like, you know, just entranced with him. And he kept like staring at me, wondering why I was wearing the same hat he was. But then I talked to him, but I like slowly kind of like took the hat off, so like he wouldn't think I was like trying to be like him. But he's a really nice guy, and it turned out that he likes my hat better than his, because his is all like ruined and everything. And that's the hat story, the real hat story.
Couldn't believe about Jason Hervey's stomach cramp.
Yeah, when he doubled over like that.
I know. Well, this is the closing of the show. Originally, Ryan was supposed to do this, but Ryan fell asleep. Right, Ryan? Well, we gotta go. We got a thing. The credits should roll about now. Say goodnight, Ryan.
Good night, Ryan.
LAMBERT'S.